Hi everyone, and welcome to your Align class for today. My name's Lauren. I'll be running you through your practice. Okay, we're going to start on all fours. So you're getting into position with your knees under your hips and your hands under your shoulders. And let's take a moment to get settled here. We're going to do a few shoulder drops. So keeping the arms straight, we're going to let the chest sink down towards the floor. And then when you breathe out, you're going to press up away from the mat to flatten your shoulder blades at the top of your back. Keeping the arms straight, we inhale to lower the chest down. As we breathe out, we press up away from the mat, flattening the shoulder blades. And then 2 more times, inhale to lower the chest. Exhale to press up. And then last time, inhale to lower. And exhale to press up away from the mat. And then we're going to stop in the middle of those 2 positions so our shoulders are nice and organized. Okay, from here we'll do some cats. So we're going to take a big inhale breath, and then as we breathe out, we're going to tuck the hips under, nod the chin to the chest, scoop our bellies. And then when we breathe in, we rock the other way. So tailbone is tall, chest is forward, shoulders are rolled back and open. When you exhale, tucking the hips under, scooping the belly, nodding the chin. And then breathing in, rocking to extension, tailbone tall, chest faces forward. And now you have a practice. So you can keep moving between those 2 positions, or you can try twisting side to side, or maybe drawing some circles with your hips or your head. It's kind of whatever feels nice, just to help get out some niggles in your back. So having a play, about 15 seconds here. Okay, let's finish that up. So pausing in the middle, and we'll do a quick child's pose. So knees are wide, toes are together, sinking your buttocks back to your heels and arms are in front. And while you're here, let your forehead melt down to the mat, and let's take a few deep breaths. So forehead down, you're going to take a strong big inhale, filling your lungs all the way up. And then when you breathe out, let your forehead melt down into the mat. When you inhale, allowing your diaphragm and your rib cage to expand. And then as you breathe out, your head is heavy into the mat. 1 more time like that. Big inhale breath, long exhale breath. Okay, we're going to walk our hands to the left side of the mat, reach your right hand past the left, and focus your breath into the right side of your waist. And then walk your hands over to the right, stretch the left arm past the right, breathing to the left side waist. Okay, and then arms in front, 1 more big breath. And once you've let that go, we're going to change so that our legs are in front and our legs are bent, hip distance apart. And we're going to warm up our spines and our abs now. So holding on behind your thighs, we start with our backs up as tall as we can. Take a big inhale breath, and then when you breathe out, start to curve your spine, tucking the hips under, digging your heels in towards the mat. Roll back until you find a challenging spot for the lower abs. You inhale, and then you exhale. Keep the curve in your spine. Draw your forehead towards your knees. And then at the last moment, we sit up tall, lower back, middle back, upper back, neck and head. Breathing in. Exhale, curving the spine, tucking the hips under, scooping the belly. Good, finding the challenging spot. Inhale, exhale, coming up. Okay, we're going to go for another 3 of them. Breathing out as you roll back. Tucking the hips under. Inhale at the back. Exhale coming up. Forgive me if I start shaking. I've already done 2 classes today. It's a good thing. It means your muscles are working. So, all right, breathing in at the back. Exhale coming up. On this last one, we're going to roll all the way down to the mat. So reach your arms. Breathing in, exhale to curve the spine, roll all the way down until your arms land, and let's bend the legs in a little bit closer to your buttocks. All right, warming up your spines now. So big inhale breath. As you breathe out, we're going to peel the lower back up from the floor, the middle back up, the upper back. Pausing at the top, make sure your shoulders haven't crunched up. If they have, make sure they're heavy into the mat. Breathing in. And then exhale, top of the spine comes down, the middle of the spine, the lower, until you rock into neutral, and we'll do that twice more. Big inhale breath, Exhale to peel the spine up, segment at a time from the lower back first, middle back second, upper back third, breathing in at the top. Exhale to come back down, top of the spine, middle and lower into neutral, and last one. Breathing in, peeling the lower back, the middle back, the upper back. Inhale at the top and exhale, top of the spine down, middle, lower, till you're in neutral. We're going to bring our arms out wide, palms face up, joining knees and ankles together. We're going to inhale, roll our knees, hips to the left, shoulder blades stay down. As you breathe out, return your back to the mat, hips to the middle, and knees to the middle. Then we inhale, roll to the right. As you breathe out, return your back to the mat, hips to the middle, and knees to the middle. And if it feels okay for your body, try this with your legs up at tabletop. It'll be a bit stronger. If you need to modify, you can go back to your feet down on the floor. So rolling as far as you're comfortable with, and then exhale, rolling to the middle. And then again to the right, inhale, and exhale. And we'll do one more set. Cool. All right, let's return the feet down. And we're going to bring our feet a little further away from our buttocks, dig the heels down again, arms float overhead, and we're going to aim to roll all the way up to sitting. So you take a big inhale breath. As you breathe out, curling forward, scooping your belly, roll all the way up. And we're going to work into our obliques now. So when you breathe out, we're going to roll back. We're going to offer our arms off to the right side. And then we're going to roll all the way back up. And then we're going to offer our arms off to the left side. And make sure you don't round your shoulders forward. So you want to keep a nice space across your collarbones at the front. Let's go for 4 more sets. So offering the arms off to the right. Once again, you roll back far enough so that it feels challenging for your lower abs. So it's going to be personal to your body how far you roll back. Really want to aim to get the twist. So you're working your obliques. That's it. And if this feels too strong at the moment, just lie back down and do a few more of those hip rolls before you get back into it, because sometimes you just need a little more rotation, stretching before you work into working the muscles like this. Okay, we'll do one more set. Okay, and from here, we're going to stretch the legs long. We're going to roll all the way down to the mat. So when you breathe out, curve in the spine, scoop in the belly, lay your lower back, middle back, upper back. We're going to reach your arms overhead and then a big roll up. Exhaling as you melt your ribs, roll all the way forward. Keep a curved back now, stretching forward. Scooping your belly, roll all the way down. Arms overhead. Big exhale to roll up. Reaching forward, and let's do it 2 more times. So rolling down, arms overhead, exhale to come up, reaching forward, and last time rolling down to roll back up. And this last one, we're going to roll down onto our backs. We'll leave our arms by our sides. I'm going to run out of space, that's okay. I can wiggle. All right, so we are going to have bent legs again. We're going to do spine curls leading to some more abs. So we inhale to begin. We're going to exhale, peel our lower backs up from the mat, peel our middle backs up, our upper backs. We're going to pause at the top, float our arms overhead, take a big inhale breath. As we exhale, return our backs down bit by bit. We're going to start to move our arms too until we land our arms just above the mat today. And then when you breathe out, you're going to peel your back up, arms float overhead. Inhale at the top, exhale to come down. We'll do that one more time. We're going to roll the hips up, float the arms. As you breathe out, lowering your back, and we're gonna roll all the way into a curl up now. So we're gonna add that in for each set. Another 3 times. We roll the hips up, arms overhead. Exhale to lower the spine, reach in the arms. Good, drawing inwards with the lower abs. Coming down, peeling the back up. Twice more. Articulating with your spine. Make sure you're in neutral at the top there. And this is the last one. We're going to pause at the top this time, really reaching the arms. We're going to bring our legs to tabletop. If you're able to challenge yourself, legs are straight. We're going to beat the arms. Breathing in for a few counts. Breathing out for a few counts. Good, continuing 10 sets like that. If you need to modify, remember, you can bend your legs. You can even have your feet down on the floor if that suits your body better. If your neck starts to get super tense, it's okay to have a quick break, but do your best to keep powering through. Good, that's over halfway, 4 more sets. Make sure you don't round forward with the shoulders, keep them rolled back and open. Good, 1 last set. And we come down, knees to the chest. All right, just a quick little roll side to side, reset your back. And we're gonna try another version. So legs are up at up to the ceiling, not tabletop. 1 leg comes down, we're gonna reach the arms. Okay, when you breathe out, curling forward, and we have some hundreds here. Just a half set, breathing in a few counts, breathing out a few counts. 3 more. 2 more. Last set. And we come down. All right, 1 more set. This time right leg up, left leg long, arms up, curling forward. And beating the arms strong enough that you feel your triceps are engaged. As you let that breath go, drawing inwards with your lower abs. Good, 2 more sets. Last set. And coming down, hug your knees. Little rock side to side, and we'll be ready to finish it off. All right, so legs are to tabletop, interlacing your fingers behind your head. We're gonna take a big inhale breath, and then as we breathe out, we curl forward. We extend the legs long. The lower your legs, the more challenging this will be. We bend the legs, and we lie down. Curl up as high as you can. If you need to take the pressure off your back, you send your feet a bit higher to the top of the ceiling. Top of the wall, where it connects with the ceiling. Another few times. This is almost over. And we'll be back in a stretch. Twice more. Last one like that. And the next time you curl forward, we're going to stay at the top. Stretch both legs, separate your feet hip distance. We beat for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We come down. The next one for 6, curling forward, extend the legs. We open, we have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming down. And last one for 8. Curling up as high as you can. Stretch the legs. We open, we have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and splat. All done. Good work. All right, let's roll into our stomachs, and we will do a stretching extension. Stretch our bellies out a bit as well. Okay, so first off, let's bring our elbows just under the shoulders. I'm gonna press up from the mat, just find a little bit of extension stretch, and then coming down, and if you can make it a little stronger, slide your hands closer to your ribs, and then press up from the mat, as high as you feel comfortable with. And then gently looking over to the right side, and then over to the left, over to the right. If you're doing it first thing in the morning, just be gentle with yourself. Sometimes it can be a little tender. Looking forwards and then coming back down, and we'll do that 1 more time. Pressing up as you breathe out, pausing at the top, And then we're gonna sink the left hip down to the floor, looking to the right, and then the other side. If it feels more comfortable for your body to stay right in the middle, you can do that as well. Good, pausing in the center, and we're gonna press all the way into a child's pose. This time, knees are together, and we'll have our arms by our sides, forehead down. So you're in this kind of shell shape, and we're gonna stay for 2 deep breaths. So genuinely filling your lungs all the way up. A big heavy exhale, and then one more time, big inhale breath, long exhale, and we're ready to come back up onto all fours. Okay, so repeating the cats, but this time we're gonna add in a leg. So we'll start with the right leg first. So we're gonna tuck the hips under, draw your thigh in towards your belly, really contracting your abs. And then we're gonna bring our heel in the direction of the back of the head, keeping your hips square. And then we're gonna scoop the belly, really try to touch your thigh to your stomach, kiss your knee, and then rock the other way. Heel of your foot towards the back of your head. Twice more, tucking under and rocking away. And last one. Tucking under and rocking away. Okay, let's pop that knee down, do the left leg. So scooping your belly, draw your thigh in towards your stomach, and then rock the other way, heel of your foot towards the back of your head. Scooping your belly, thigh into the chest, rocking the other way. Make sure you keep your hips square and avoid crunching your neck. So you want to stay long, the back of your neck. Okay, one last time. Good. Once you've popped your knee down, we're going to lower down onto our elbows, hands in front. For a modification, you just bring your knees away from your hips. So there's a long shape at the front of the body. If you're able to be up on your toes, that's the one you want to go for. We're going to hold for 30 seconds. So continue to press up from the mat with your arms. You want to keep your shoulders organized, just like we did at the start of class when we did our shoulder drops. So pressing up from the floor. Good, that's halfway. Let's draw inwards with the lower abs, in towards the lower back. We have 8 more seconds here. Make sure there's no drooping with the lower spine. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering your knees, lowering onto your belly. We're ready for some side leg work. So we are going to interlace our fingers at the back of your head. Elbows are nice and narrow. Legs will stay bent and hips will stay stacked throughout the exercise. So we're going to breathe in to begin, and then when you breathe out, you're going to float open the top elbow. You're going to twist your spine as far as you can without moving the hips, and then whichever breath feels natural for you, you're going to return your arm back. Exhale to open up. Good, maybe pause for an inhale if you can, and exhale to return. Okay, let's go for 3 more like that. Last one. Okay, and now we're going to move on to some a side laying exercise with bottom legs bent, top leg straight. So it's called a lying side reach. Back of your hand at the back of your leg. So first off, you're going to draw your shoulder up close to your ear. And then when you breathe out, you draw your shoulder blade down your back and you reach for the heel of that top foot. Then you breathe in and you draw the shoulder up. As you breathe out, drawing your shoulder down, reaching for your heel, reaching away from the crown of your head. We inhale to bring the shoulder up. As you raise up, crown of your head is being pulled in the other direction. So it's like someone's really stretching you out there. Shoulder comes up, twice more, drawing long through your heel, long through the crown of your head the other way. Last one. And then we come down, both legs will be straight and we'll work a bit stronger into your obliques now. So when you breathe out, we raise up, we lift the ankles, and then we lower down. If you're getting a tense neck, just have a moment to resettle and then get back into it. And you can, if you really need, also just leave your head down on your arm. Good, another few times. Last one. Okay, from there we're going to come up onto the elbow and we're going to do a side plank. So I'll do the modification first. That would be keeping the bottom knee down, both legs bent. And if you're able to be up on both feet, that's the more challenging option. You can always have one foot in front and the top hand can be on your hip or stretching up. So that's about 10 seconds. Let's go for 20 more seconds here. Keep pressing up from that bottom arm so that the muscles under your armpits are engaged. Good, we're here for another 6 counts. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1, gently lowering down. All right, we're gonna be kneeling for the next exercise. So we're coming up, popping your left hand on your head, reaching for the floor. We're gonna bend to the side and we're reaching for the top of the mat. Or if you're not on a mat, just reaching away from your knees. And then we come all the way back up. So we're gonna bend to the side, we're reaching, and we come all the way up. If you start feeling a bit nervy, if it feels a bit tingly in your elbow, just shake it out and get back into it. Good, another couple of times. And last one. Cool. We're going to do one more set of exercises laying on that same side. This time we'll work into our glutes. So legs will be bent. You can rest on that bottom arm, or if you have a pillow, you could be popping your head on the pillow. We're going to float our feet up, so we're doing clam number 2. So we're engaging our middle glute muscles. We're going to float the top knee open, and then we're going to control the top knee back down. And as you float the knee open, think about drawing inwards with your low, deep stomach muscles, drawing them in towards your back. And there's not too much to think about other than that. So once you're settled into the movements, just slowing down your breath, connecting in with your body. Okay, another few times. Last one. Okay, we're going to repeat it again, and this time we're going to add in a leg stretch. So you open the top knee, you extend the top leg straight, and then you're going to bend the leg and lower the knee down. So we open the knee, extend the leg, bend, and lower the leg down. Just notice when you stretch your leg that you don't lower the thigh. We want to try and keep the knees nice and wide so that we work into the wrap muscles where the top of your thigh meets your buttocks. You're going to get a lot more out of it if you just spend that time and attention to keep the knees nice and wide and the leg turned out. Another couple of times. Let's go for one more. Pausing with the legs bent and toes together. And now we're going to do just that leg movement. So we're going to extend and we're going to bend. We're going to stretch and we're going to bend. Let's go for another 4. Another 3, 2, and 1. That's it. All right, lower the knee down, lower the legs. This is almost over, I promise. So top leg straight, we're going to slide the leg forward in front. I like to do with a flexed foot. We're going to lift, we're going to lower, we're going to slide the leg back. Go forward of the body to lift, to lower, and to slide back. And we want to aim to stabilize the upper body as well. So try and avoid any rocking. even with your hips. So it's a hinge from the hip area to lift and to lower. I'm going to do that one more time. Okay, and we're going to pause with the leg in front, and we're going to pulse, tiny little pulses. Keep breathing through any muscle fatigue that you might feel. Good, we're there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, to finish it off, we're going to bring the knees in front of the hips and your shins line the edge of your mat. Just make sure there's a right angle under the knees. We're going to separate the legs and we're going to internally rotate, externally rotate. Go down and up, down and up. We're there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We come down. All right, good work. Let's do a little stretch. So laying onto your back, and we're going to bend that top leg over the bottom leg. And then we're reaching through the gap of the legs, holding the underneath thigh, or you can hold your shin if you prefer that, and then staying for a few deep breaths. If this stretch is okay for you, you can stay like that. Another option would be to leave the bottom foot down and just press the top thigh away with your hand. Depending on where your flexibility is at, that might be a bit more comfortable for your body. Let's stay for one more deep breath. And it's all done. Okay, so we're ready to repeat all those exercises on the other side now. So we're going to start off with our rotation stretch. So we're laying on our side, fingers interlaced, legs are bent. So we're going to take a big inhale breath, and then as we breathe out, we're going to open the top elbow, we're twisting the spine as far as we can go. Oh, I felt a crack. And then we're going to return the arm back. When you exhale, drawing inwards with the deep stomach muscles as you twist, and whichever breath is natural to return. Okay, another few times. Let your eyes follow the top arm as it opens. And one more time. All right, cool. We're going to work into our side laying exercises now. So bottom leg bent, top leg straight, bottom arm long, back of your hand on the back of your top leg. So first, we're going to draw the left shoulder up close to your ear. And then when you breathe out, draw your shoulder down, reaching for the heel of your foot, and your foot is reaching away from your hand, like someone's pulling your ankle away from your head. And then you're going to lie down, draw your shoulder back up. As you breathe out, drawing the shoulder down, reaching for the heel of the foot, and then crown of your head being pulled in the other direction. Come back down. If you can get that genuine pull out of the heel of your foot, there'll be a stretch for the back of your leg. Okay, let's do that 2 more times. Juicing up the shoulders as you draw your shoulder blade down your back. 1 more. And then when you lie down, we're going to stretch both legs and we're going to do our bananas. So when you breathe out, we're going to float the legs up, draw the shoulder down, reaching for your heels, and we lower. Exhale to lift up, drawing inwards with the lower stomach. And as I mentioned on the other side, if you've got a particularly tense neck today, you can always just leave your head down on your arm as you do this. And you can always just readjust every now and then, have a bit of a wiggle with your neck as well. That might help to get out some of the niggles. Let's go for 3 more reps. So we're floating up. And if you feel a bit wobbly, this is a balance exercise, so that's normal. One day to the next, your balance is going to be a little bit different. So if you fall forward, it's okay. The floor's not far. You can always just pop your hand in front. Last time. All right, cool. Let's do our side plank. So you're going to pop your elbow down under your shoulder. For the modification, leave the bottom knee down. If you're comfortable to be up on both feet, you're going to do that. Top hand either on your hip or stretching up. And we're going to focus on keeping the hips up nice and high. pressing up from the bottom arm. Okay, we're holding there for another 20 seconds, drawing inwards with your deep stomach muscles. Good, we're there for another 8. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We come down. Okay, up on your knees, and we'll continue to work the obliques. So hand on your head, reaching away from your knees. As you breathe out, we're going to bend to the side, and then using your obliques to come back up, and we repeat. I like to exhale on the way back up because that's the harder part of the exercise. So I need that help. But whatever feels natural for you is okay here. It's never good to stress over the breathing because then you're not going to want to exercise. So whenever's natural, that's fine. The breath is just there to help you. So on the exhale, that's when I'm going to come back up. All right, cool. If you're feeling a bit nervy, just shake your hands out, stretch the arms up, and then bring the arms back down. Okay, we're going to finish off our side laying work with your clams, working your glutes. So laying on the bottom arm, legs are bent. Let's float the feet up for clam number 2. And then when you breathe out, engaging those deep stomach muscles, your glutes to open the knee, and then controlling the leg back down. It's usually better to move a bit slower with your clams, just to give your muscles enough time to actually switch on. If you move quick, you're probably just flapping your leg around. You're not going to be doing much for your muscles. And once you're settled into the movements, just focusing back in on your breath. Make sure that you are filling your lungs up all the way every time you breathe in. Last couple of times. Okay, we're going to pause with the knee open on the next one. We're going to extend the leg long. We're going to bend the leg, toes touch, and then lower the knee back down. We open the knee, extend the leg, we bend, and lower the knee. And when you open your knees, just make sure that you don't drop the top leg when you extend the top leg. We're going to bend and then lower. Because what we're working for here is as much external rotation as possible. Even when you stretch the leg, you want to almost try and rotate further. Last couple of times. On this last one, let's keep the knee open and we're just going to work with the top leg, stretching and bending. We repeat, stretch and bend. If you start to feel any muscle fatigue, just breathing through it. That's where the deep breaths come in handy. Okay, last one. Okay, we're going to lower the knee down, relax your legs, top leg straight. You can prop your head up if you like. We're going to flex the foot. We're going to slide the leg in front. We're going to lift and lower and slide the leg back. We want to stabilize the upper body as we do this. So try and avoid any wobbles if you can. It's just a hinge from the hip area. And an activation of those low deep stomach muscles and your glutes as you float the leg. Last few times. Keep stretching your heel, your ankle away from your hip. Last one. Okay, we're going to pause with the leg in front and we're going to do some pulsing up and down, up and down. And again, let's try and avoid wobbles with the upper body as much as possible. That's halfway. Last 8, last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's finish it off. Bring your knees in front of your hips. Shins line the edge of your mat. We're going to separate the legs and the top knee is going to go down. It's going to lift up. So internally rotating, externally rotating. Good, we're there for 5, for 4, 3, I know, 2, last one, and coming down. All right, let's stretch it out. So laying onto your back. The leg that was at the top is gonna bend over the bottom leg. 2 options, either press your thigh away or you can reach for the underneath leg. And just breathing it out. Couple more times, deep breaths. And last one. All right, cool. We're gonna come up onto all fours. One last time. So your knees are under your hips, hands are under your shoulders. We're gonna do some stability work. So we're gonna stretch the right leg back, left arm forward. And then before you lift anything, I want you to think about your lower abs engaging, drawing into your spine. That's what starts the movement of the lift up and the lower down. You're gonna slide to the start position, and then the left leg back, right arm forward, lower abs engage to lift, to lower, and slide back in. And with this exercise, we aim to keep our weight as centered as possible. We want to avoid sinking into the supporting hip. So the leg that stays down, we want to try and avoid sinking to that side. Last couple of times. Next time you stretch your arm from your leg, start with your toes and fingertips down, and we're going to lift and lower 5 times. So we're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. I exhale to lift. 3, 2, and 1. Hold long enough for a photo, and we return down. Other side, stretch your arm from your leg, and we're going to lift and we're going to lower. We lift and lower for 3, for 2, and last one. Good, and sliding back. Okay, we're gonna work into some standing work now. So you're gonna tuck your toes into the mat, and you're gonna bend your knees, and you're gonna walk your hands in towards your feet. And then you're gonna stack your spine all the way up until you're standing. If it's not comfortable for your wrist to keep going up and down, you can stay on the mat. So I'll show you what the modifications would be. So you can have a moment just down on your elbows, holding a plank. So for the first part of the exercise, you can stay like that. And for the second part, you can have your knees down and be doing your push-ups here, taking your time as you bend and as you stretch. For everyone else that's comfortable moving up and down, we're gonna start here. We're gonna stretch our arms up. We're gonna lower our arms, heads nice and heavy. Hands walk away from the feet. And we're gonna choose where we want our knees for our push-ups. So either down on the floor, away from the hips, or up on your feet. We're gonna do a single push-up. We're gonna stretch the arms up, and then we're gonna bend our knees and walk all the way up. Stack our spine, stretch our arms, and then we come back down. If you're not rolling up and down like this and you're staying down on your mat, you can keep holding the plank for now. Holding for another 15 seconds. We're doing 2 push-ups this time. Bending the knees to walk the hands in. Stacking the spine bit by bit, reaching the arms. And we're doing 3 push-ups this time. We're gonna work up to 5. So we have 3, 2, and 1. Bending the knees. If you've been holding the plank, you can have a little break. We're gonna stand back up. And then everyone together with the push-ups now. So we have 4 push-ups. If you'd like your knees down, you can have them down. We have 4. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. 3, 2, and 1. I shouldn't have done any of these earlier today. I'm struggling. You're gonna come back up, reach the arms, and last 5. Walk your hands away from your feet. Remember, you can have your knees down. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and then for everyone, let's come all the way up to standing. Stacking your spine and pausing at the top. All right, so a little bit more stability work now. We're gonna be moving the right leg. So staying supportive with the left side. So you're pulling up nice and tall. Arms can be out to the sides or on your hips, wherever's comfortable really for you. So we're gonna be moving the right leg forward in front, and then you're gonna slide your leg just slightly behind your body, as far as you can bring the leg without arching your back. So you wanna try and stay in neutral as you bring the leg behind. So you might notice that my leg doesn't go very far at the back there. It doesn't slide back much. It's mainly at the front. And the whole time we do the exercise, we're pulling up through the supporting leg, tall through the middle of your body, and the crown of your head to the ceiling. If you notice your ankle wobbling a little bit, it's okay. It's just your body correcting itself. It's a good thing. One last time. Cool. Next exercise is going to be a bigger tip. So if you need to hold onto a chair or something like that, feel free to grab one. So we're going to bring that right leg in front. I'm going to stretch the right arm up. If you want to hold onto a chair, left hand on the chair. So we are going to lean forward. We're going to bring the right arm back. Aim to make a T shape with your body. If you're more comfortable bending the supporting leg, you can do that. And then we're going to come all the way back up. If that's a bit too much for you today, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to fold forward as much. It's going to be personal to your body. So have a practice and see what feels right for you on this particular day. Lots of work from those lower abs. Lots of work for your supporting leg. Let's go for 2 more. And last one. If you have been, actually, let's practice a few more. If you're not holding onto a chair, something that helps you to balance is to stretch the left arm forward when the right leg goes back. So we'll do a few bonus reps here. Good, last one. Stretching your arm away from your leg and then coming up. Cool, have a little shake of your legs. Do what you need to do, and we'll do the other side. So your left leg will be moving now. Hands wherever's comfy, either your hips or out to the sides. Brushing the leg forward and then a little bit behind. Forward and behind. Pulling up through the supporting leg and the middle of your body, crown of your head to the ceiling. The whole exercise, you want to keep trying for more height through your body. Something you have to keep reminding yourself. Last couple. Okay, and let's move on to the bigger tip. So if you want to hold onto a chair, you can. So you're going to bring the left leg in front, left arm up. You're going to brush the left leg back with the arm. If you're not holding onto the chair, you brush the right arm forward. And then we come all the way up. Reaching the left arm, left leg comes up, and then press the left leg behind and reach the right arm forward. And like I mentioned on the other side, if you want to bend the supporting leg, if that feels more comfortable, that's fine. Little adjustments like that can help deal with if your hamstrings are a little bit tight. And also you don't have to lean forward as low. You can keep it a little bit higher. Let's do 1 more rep. Good, and coming up, and that's all done. All right, so all the hard work is finished. We're just gonna do 1 quick flow. So your feet are hip distance apart. We're gonna bend into that position. We reach our arms forward, sticking your tailbone up to the ceiling, keeping the weight back in the heels of your feet. We're gonna hold for 4 counts, then raise our heels up off the floor in 3, 2, and 1. So your core is engaged, deep stomach muscles drawn to the spine. We hold here for 4 counts, and then we're gonna stretch our legs and stand up tall on our toes in 3, 2, and 1. We stand tall. Good, collect yourself, draw the shoulders back. We reach the arms up, we open the arms, and we lower down. And then just have a practice flowing through those movements a few times. So we're gonna bend, weight in our heels, Heels lift up, legs stretch, arms reach, they open, they lower, come down, moving through those different positions. And last time. Okay, really nice. We're going to interlace our fingers. We're going to curve our spines, scoop our belly, stay here for a big breath. And then we're going to stretch our arms up, chest to the ceiling, and then open the arms. And then one more time like that, interlace the fingers, curving the spine, stretching the arms up, and then extending your back as you open the arms. Rolling your shoulders a few times. Last one. And then a big circle around with your chin. Let your head be nice and heavy. If it's first thing in the morning, be gentle. And then other way. And let's finish with a roll down. We're going to cross our arms first. We inhale to lift up. And then we're going to exhale to lower the arms. Head's nice and heavy, and this will lead the movement. You're going to roll down until you can't roll any further. Once you're at the bottom, stay there for a few breaths. Make sure you're not holding your head up with your neck. Maybe even bring the weight forward onto the front halves of your feet. Staying there for a big inhale and an exhale. And then softening your knees a little, bit of a bend. I want you to take the biggest breath in yet, and then when you breathe out, you're going to stack your spine from the lower back first, the middle back second, upper back third, neck, head, shoulders back, and all done. Thanks everyone. Have a great rest of your day or evening. I'll see you soon.